Have you ever felt like you're living in a world that wasn't made for you? That nagging sensation that you're somehow different, set apart from the rest. In this video, we'll explore 7 major signs that indicate people recognize you as a black sheep, and what these signs might mean for your life and relationships. The first sign that people see you as a black sheep is often a subtle but persistent social isolation. You might notice that you're rarely invited to family gatherings or social events. When you do attend, there's an uncomfortable atmosphere, as if your presence disrupts the normal flow of conversation and interaction. This isolation isn't always obvious or intentional. It can manifest in small ways, like being left out of inside jokes or finding that conversations awkwardly halt when you join a group. You might feel like you're watching life unfold from behind an invisible barrier, always on the outside looking in. The pain of this exclusion can be profound. Humans are social creatures, and the need to belong is deeply ingrained in our psyche. When you're consistently left out or made to feel unwelcome, it can lead to feelings of loneliness, depression, and anxiety. However, this isolation can also be a catalyst for personal growth. It often pushes black sheep to seek out alternative communities where they feel more accepted and understood. These might be niche interest groups, online forums, or subcultures that align more closely with their values and personalities. In some cases, the very qualities that lead to social isolation in one context can become strengths in another. The unique perspective of a black sheep can be invaluable in fields that require innovative thinking or creative problem-solving. Many groundbreaking artists, scientists, and entrepreneurs were once considered black sheep in their original social circles. Another clear sign that you're perceived as a black sheep is the constant barrage of criticism and judgment you face from others, particularly family members or longtime acquaintances. This criticism often goes beyond normal familial teasing or constructive feedback. Instead, it feels personal, persistent, and aimed at the core of who you are. You might find that your choices are constantly questioned, your achievements downplayed, and your failures magnified. Even well-intentioned advice can feel like an attack on your character or lifestyle. This judgment can come in many forms, from overt disapproval to subtle digs and backhanded compliments. The weight of this constant criticism can be emotionally exhausting. It can erode your self-esteem and make you doubt your own judgment and worth. You might find yourself constantly on the defensive, always ready to justify your choices and actions. However, this criticism can also serve as a powerful motivator. Many black sheep develop a thick skin and a strong sense of self in response to constant judgment. They learn to trust their own instincts and values rather than seeking approval from others. This resilience can be a tremendous asset in life. It allows black sheep to pursue unconventional paths and stand up for their beliefs, even in the face of opposition. Some of history's most influential figures were criticized and judged harshly by their contemporaries, only to be vindicated by time. A third sign that you're seen as a black sheep is the persistent feeling of being misunderstood or misrepresented by those around you. It's as if people are seeing a distorted version of you, one that doesn't align with your true self. You might find that your intentions are frequently misinterpreted, your words twisted, or your actions viewed through a lens of suspicion. This can lead to frustrating situations where you feel like you're constantly explaining yourself, yet never truly being heard. This misunderstanding often stems from a fundamental disconnect between your worldview and that of your family or social group. Your values, priorities, and way of thinking might be so different from theirs that they struggle to comprehend your choices and behaviors. The pain of being misunderstood can be profound. It can lead to feelings of isolation and alienation, even when you're surrounded by people who ostensibly care about you. You might feel like you're speaking a different language, unable to truly connect or communicate your authentic self. However, this experience can also lead to deep self-reflection and self-awareness. In trying to bridge the gap between how others see you and how you see yourself, You often gain valuable insights into your own psyche and motivations. Many black sheep become adept at explaining complex ideas in simple terms, or at finding common ground with people who are very different from them. This skill can be invaluable in many areas of life, from personal relationships to professional success. The fourth sign that people recognize you as a black sheep is your tendency towards unconventional beliefs or lifestyle choices. These might range from your political or religious views to your career path, relationships, or daily habits. You may find that your opinions often go against the grain of your family or social group. Perhaps you've chosen a non-traditional career, embraced an alternative lifestyle, or hold beliefs that clash with those of your community. These choices set you apart and can be a source of tension or confusion for others. Your unconventional choices might manifest in various ways. Maybe you're the only vegetarian in a family of meat lovers, or you've chosen to pursue art in a family of doctors. Perhaps you've embraced minimalism in a materialistic society, or you're child-free in a culture that highly values parenthood. These choices often stem from a deep-seated need to live authentically, even if it means going against societal norms. Black sheep typically have a strong internal compass that guides their decisions, regardless of external pressures or expectations. While these unconventional choices can lead to conflict and misunderstanding, they can also be a source of strength and inspiration. Many black sheep find that their unique perspectives allow them to see solutions and opportunities that others miss. Moreover, the courage to live authentically often earns respect, even from those who don't understand or agree with your choices. It can attract like-minded individuals and lead to the formation of new, supportive communities. The fifth sign that you're perceived as a black sheep is your struggle to conform to family or social expectations. This difficulty often becomes apparent early in life and continues into adulthood, creating ongoing tension and conflict. You might find yourself constantly at odds with the unwritten rules and expectations of your family or social group. These expectations can cover a wide range of areas, from career choices and lifestyle decisions to more subtle aspects like communication styles or emotional expression. Perhaps you're expected to follow a certain career path, marry a particular type of person, or behave in ways that feel unnatural to you. You might be criticized for being too loud, too quiet, too ambitious, or not ambitious enough. The pressure to conform can feel suffocating, like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. This difficulty in conforming often stems from a fundamental mismatch between your authentic self and the role you're expected to play. Black sheep typically have a strong sense of identity that resists being molded into predefined shapes. The struggle against these expectations can be exhausting and demoralizing. It can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and self-doubt. You might question whether there's something wrong with you for not being able to meet these seemingly normal expectations. However, this resistance to conformity can also be a powerful driving force for personal growth and societal change. Many innovations and social advancements have come from individuals who refuse to accept the status quo and instead carved their own paths. The sixth sign that people see you as a black sheep is a pervasive sense of alienation, a feeling that you don't quite belong anywhere. This alienation goes beyond simple social discomfort. It's a deep-seated feeling of being fundamentally different from those around you. You might feel like an outsider even in familiar settings, at family gatherings, social events, or in the workplace. There's a sense of disconnection, as if you're observing life from behind a glass wall. Conversations and interactions that seem effortless for others may feel forced or uncomfortable for you. This alienation can manifest in various ways. You might find it hard to relate to common topics of conversation or feel bored by activities that others enjoy. You may have interests or concerns that seem alien to those around you. Sometimes you might even feel like you're from a different planet, unable to comprehend or be comprehended by the people in your life. The experience of alienation can be profoundly lonely. It can lead to feelings of isolation, depression, and anxiety. You might struggle with a sense of not belonging anywhere, of being adrift in a world that doesn't have a place for you. However, this sense of alienation can also be a catalyst for self-discovery and personal growth. Many black sheep find that their feelings of not belonging push them to explore new ideas, cultures, and ways of living. They often become bridges between different worlds, able to understand and connect disparate groups of people. Moreover, the experience of alienation can foster a deep empathy for other outsiders and a desire to create inclusive spaces. Many black sheep become advocates for marginalized groups or create communities where other misfits can feel at home. The seventh and final sign that people recognize you as a black sheep is your heightened self-awareness and tendency towards introspection. This trait often develops as a response to the challenges of being different and can become a defining characteristic of your personality. As a black sheep, you may find yourself constantly analyzing your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. This heightened self-awareness becomes a defining characteristic of your personality, shaping how you interact with the world around you. You're acutely aware of how you differ from others, not just in superficial ways, but in your core values, beliefs, and ways of thinking. This awareness often leads to deep reflection on the reasons behind these differences, pushing you to explore the roots of your uniqueness. This self-awareness extends beyond personal introspection. You develop a keen understanding of social dynamics and human behavior in general. You might notice patterns in group interactions that others overlook, or pick up on subtle emotional cues that escape the attention of those around you. This heightened perception can make social situations both fascinating and overwhelming, as you're constantly processing layers of information that others might miss. Your introspective nature manifests in various ways, coloring your everyday experiences and interactions. You may find yourself prone to philosophical musings, questioning societal norms and the status quo that others accept without thought. Simple situations can trigger deep contemplation about the nature of reality, human relationships, or the meaning of life. This tendency to question and analyze can make even mundane experiences rich with meaning and insight. Many black sheep develop a rich inner life, filled with complex thoughts and emotions that they find difficult to express to others. Your mind might be a constant whirlwind of ideas, theories, and observations that don't easily translate into casual conversation. This can lead to feelings of isolation as you struggle to find others who can engage with you on the same level or understand the depth of your inner world. However, this heightened self-awareness is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can lead to a deep understanding of yourself and others, fostering personal growth and empathy. You may develop a nuanced understanding of human nature that allows you to connect with people on a profound level, even if you feel different from them. This self-knowledge can guide you towards authentic choices and help you navigate complex emotional landscapes with grace. On the other hand, this intense self-awareness can sometimes result in overthinking and self-doubt. You might find yourself scrutinizing your every thought and action, second-guessing decisions, and worrying about how others perceive you. This can lead to analysis paralysis, where the fear of making the wrong choice prevents you from taking action at all. The weight of your self-awareness can sometimes feel overwhelming, leading to anxiety or feelings of inadequacy. Many black sheep find that their introspective nature naturally leads them towards creative or intellectual pursuits. The depth of your inner world often seeks expression, and you may be drawn to writing, art, music, or other forms of creative expression. These outlets allow you to channel your complex thoughts and emotions into tangible forms, creating work that resonates with others who feel different or misunderstood. Some black sheep are drawn to intellectual pursuits, becoming philosophers, researchers, or academics. Your natural tendency to question and analyze makes you well suited for fields that require deep thinking and novel approaches to problems. You might find yourself drawn to subjects like psychology, sociology, or anthropology, using your keen understanding of human behavior to contribute new insights to these fields. In essence, your heightened self-awareness and introspection, while sometimes challenging, are also your greatest strengths. They allow you to live authentically, think deeply, and connect profoundly with yourself and others. Embracing these qualities can lead to a rich, meaningful life filled with self-discovery and genuine connections. Being recognized as a black sheep comes with its own set of challenges and rewards. From social isolation and criticism to unconventional choices and heightened self-awareness, these signs indicate a life lived outside the norm. While this path can be difficult, it also offers unique opportunities for personal growth, creativity, and authentic living. Remember, being different isn't a flaw. It's what makes you uniquely you.